decided to renovate the entire bathroom.
She hired a company that does nothing but bathrooms.
Now, this is a brand new bathroom?
Yes, this was what was last done to it from the company.
To put her 6 months into doing a 1-week job.
I called them. I said, what's going on? I'm still waiting for this bathroom to be completed.
And do a threat to the homeowner and say, if you do not give us a certified check, we're going to take you to court.
This is like extortion.
They don't want to deal with me.
No.
You're aggressive, you're a pussycat. Mike Holmes, look at this.
Is that garbage or what?
Look, you buggers, they haven't vented anything. This is ridiculous. Everything is wrong. I've decided now to gut it. Take it all down.
Mike Holmes, I love you.
Me too. You want a good job to keep you in shape? I'll be a contractor. Unacceptable. God, I love my job.
The whole problem started when I had a leak in the kitchen. It started dripping down and it became a huge hole just over my stove. I had some renovators and contractors come in and they found that the tiles in the shower area were loose and was causing the water to seep underneath the tub and into the floor. It was going to require the tub to be removed and then a wall moved and the whole sink, so it became a whole complete bathroom renovation.
We have problems with the plumbing. Time for a new bathroom. Makes sense. You know, why do a quick repair when you can actually make a change?
I was taking some vacation time in July, and I needed the bathroom finished by a certain period before August when I was returning back to work.
She did her homework. Called up a lot of companies.
There was a cost issue. Individuals were costing me at like $10,000, $12,000, and I thought that was just insane for the size of the bathroom and what work needed to be done.
So Simone took it one step further. She hired a company that does nothing but bathrooms, a very big company.
So I felt very comfortable. I felt safe. I felt this was a company that had been in business for many, many years.
You would expect that this company would come in and do everything properly.
Hi, Mike.
Simone, how are you?
Great. Thanks for coming.
Nice to see you again.
Good.
Had a little bit of a snowy day out there.
I know, it's horrible today. When I made the arrangement with the manager of the store, he explained that the time frame of the job was within about 5 days. And that was very specific because he had jobs back to back. And that was one of the selling points, was that I felt that they were definitely going to commit to my timeline because they had other jobs to complete.
Now, this is a brand new bathroom?
Yes, this was what was last done to it from the company.
They didn't gut the bathroom. Did they pull the ceiling, all the walls?
No.
Because I can tell by looking at electrical, this is not
No, the
taken
ceiling
down.
was not taken down. This wall was not taken down.
Number one, gut the bathroom. Why? We have old plumbing, old electrical, possible mold. There was a leak. Why not open it? Investigate it. Now, this is a bathroom specialty company, correct?
Yes, that's what they specialize in, is bathrooms.
She was so thorough that even 2 weeks before they were supposed to start, she called ahead. Is everything on plan? Is everything on plan?
He explained yes. Once the 25% down payment was made, the date was confirmed. There was no other reason to call him.
When the day comes and nobody shows up, and she's off work waiting for them to come in, she makes the call hours later.
And he explains that I shouldn't be expecting anyone because I didn't get a confirmation call. I said, well, I already confirmed this a month ago, and as a matter of fact, 2 months ago when I gave you the 25% down payment.
Excuses upon excuses. A big company with excuses.
I was furious. One, this is into my vacation now. It's the beginning of it. I took time off specifically for this.
How much did this cost?
$9,300.
So almost $10,000. They did not do a complete gut.
So the job started a week late, at which point they worked through the weekend. And it went up. Didn't look completely right. He explained some touch-ups had to be come back and finished. He was just going to give me the opportunity to paint. And that was how the contractor left the house. With the understanding I'd call him when I finished painting and come back and finish off adding things like the curtain rod and other things like that.
Why do you have a different color choice? Is that your choice?
No, that was the last part of the job when they came in, and the explanation was that was the color I chose. I said, no, that's not the color I chose, not at all.
Did they add a fan?
Yes, that was the vent that was added. It was recommended to me to have one.
Is this vented outside?
No, it's vented up into the attic.
It is not allowed to be vented into the attic. You know why? because we're going to use a shower. The moisture is then drawn into the attic, and what it's going to do is freeze all the rafters, all the sheeting, the insulation. It's going to create more moisture in the attic than we want. That is not allowed at all by code. So right away I can tell we don't have a licensed electrician in here. What about a licensed plumber?
No, it was one guy. One guy did everything. I don't know if he was a licensed plumber. It'd been 10 days. The contractor had left, and nobody from the company had called. I had expected them to come in and review the job to see what else needed to be done, to sit down, walk through with me, and collect their money. Nobody came, and it was very, very surprising that I had to call them to say, you know, you need to come back and take a look at this. I'm still a little bit concerned about some things.
We had complaints. Do we have complaints?
Yeah. The first thing I noticed was the grouting here.
He's not even good with his caulking at all. I see clear on the bottom, almond on the top.
This threshold here is a carpet to vinyl.
And it's upside down, it's incorrect, and why didn't they use just a standard marble threshold? It's much better. I'm quite confident that this bathroom company, they do know what they're doing. They cut corners. Why? Because they want to get in and get out and make the money. Why couldn't they take this box and put it within this area? He doesn't even have an L16 on the box, so we have the bare cable against the box in itself. All he's done was run a wire through here and probably did and he did. Just a mount on the wall. That's not acceptable. This has to be a octagon box in behind this, right here, and it would have been easy to do this, absolutely easy.
And then there's the opening right over here.
Oh,
And they're
that's
trying to
nice.
explain to me that this is a complete finished bathroom and expecting final payment. I called them. I said, what's going on? What's happening? I've got no call, no response from anybody. I'm still waiting for this bathroom to be completed. It's taken 5 months, more than 5 months to get it, and it's still
5 months.
it's still looking like this. After
Did you
numerous,
phone them?
I phoned, I emailed the Better Business Bureau. I've done everything I can possibly do to explain to them this is incomplete, and I'd like them to at least come and see it.
And?
I've gotten nothing. They don't, every time they say, now the final word with them was they are not coming into the home until they had complete and final payment, and I'm not willing to do that. The original agreement was the final payment, the final 25%, was going to be paid when the work was complete. They wanted me now to pay money up front for them to come in.
Don't you ever pay the bill in full, ever, because then you have no hope in hell it's going to be done right.
They had completely operated in bad faith from beginning to end. I had done nothing wrong. I mean, I gave them my money when they expected it. I was here when they wanted me to be here. I rearranged my schedules. I took time off work. I lost pay. And now you want me to give you the money remaining up front and just hope that you're going to come in and finish it? I was not about to do that, not at all.
I think you've been burnt here. I think you've been totally taken advantage of. And I think it's inexcusable for a company like this to be so unprofessional.
I've tried to call and reconcile, and I'm not getting any kind of feedback from them. Now at the point, they're telling me now they don't want to talk to me. They want me to go get an arbitrator. I just think that's a complete waste of my time and my money. Can someone just tell me how people can get away treating a customer like this? I mean, I'm not just somebody who hasn't given them money. They have 75% of the money, and I don't even think that was owed to them. For the shoddy way that I've been treated and the shoddy work that I feel that they have done.
So you know what I'm going to do?
Tear it all down?
I'm going to take it all down, and I'm going to do it again.
I now have a sense of peace that this is going to get done right.
Simple job to me. I'm going to make it right. Let's take it all down.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's getting quicker now. It's not. Let's take it all down. Let's take it all down.
She hired a company that does nothing but bathrooms.
It's taken 5 months, and it's still looking like this.
So you know what I'm going to do?
Tear it all down?
I'm going to take it all down, and I'm going to do it again. We're going to be a little cramped in here, but it's not like we can't work together on it.
That was a pretty good sized washroom.
Pretty tight crew. Obviously, we're going to end up taking it all down, but let's start with removing the sink, get it out of the way, pop the mirror, the light. We'll open up this wall because I want to see what he's done with the venting. I want to see the plumbing.
Does she like this? Because if she
Well-
likes it, we can probably salvage it, right?
Well, I'm sure we can salvage it.
All right, we'll try to salvage it.
It's a shame, wasted tile. But this is how a lot of these companies are doing it. $10,000, we're going to give you a facelift. We're not going to do it right.
Yeah, he went a lot with existing, eh? Like he didn't change the doors and try to salvage what he could.
Well, if you spend 10 grand, what do you want?
Knew everything.
Yeah. Personally, I don't like the way this partition wall here where the taps are in between the tub and sink. It really closes off the bathroom. We're very tight in this area right here. And if I can push this closet in more, because she has 2 closets in there, and I can maybe do something with this. I mean, it'd be great if I could do a clear glass there, because clear glass is like using mirrors within your home. It makes it bigger, and that's the idea.
Mike, how you doing?
Not so bad. Easy day for you today. Just a complete disconnect in case we have any issues. We'll get you to shut it down and take it down.
Okay. I'll pull it apart, and once we got it, whatever you need, Mike, we can make possible.
You're the man.
All right.
So it puts the pancake box in the wall, so it gives a proper box, ties in with no wire clip whatsoever, so it's just no good. You've gone to this extreme. All you gotta do is open up this area, move everything to here, so it's all safe in one box. How do you cover that up? Yeah, that looks really good. Sean? Here, grab the crowbar, please. My ear's wet.
Uh-oh.
It's not even screwed to the floor, is it?
No. There's
It's
a
a shingle nail. Come on. If this is not screwed down, what does it do?
Oh, it shakes like crazy. It moves.
So not only does it shake like crazy, as soon as we bolt that, what it does is pulls it out,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
And now we have no contact for the toilet to the floor, but only to the flange.
Exactly.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna break the seal over and over again.
Yep.
Never go over the existing. Take it down. What was the extra work that got this whole room and go new? What is our total cost? Let's look at it. The whole vanity and sink itself comes in a package, $500-600. Toilet, $200. That tub right there is probably $400. Total material costs in tile, let's say $300. That's being high. Paint, well, they said we don't paint, we don't prime, we only plaster. Wow. $10,000 for a bathroom and they don't paint? So, let's say maximum $2,000 worth of material. $8,000 justified for labor and profit? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. I can accept $5,000 in material, $5,000 in labor. It's a half and half. And that's usually the ratio. 50% material, 50% labor. Give the money's worth. 10 grand, give the money's worth. This is not the money's worth. On top of it, to fight the client. And I'm talking about the company here. To put her 6 months into doing a 1-week job.
The company is proceeding with the small claims court and putting the issue in collections.
In Ontario, the Small Claims Court is a branch of the court system which is designed to be used by people with legal problems on a smaller scale. In Ontario, the maximum limit for a claim is $10,000.
After speaking with the president of the company, he immediately started telling me that he was going to get a lawyer.
Individual parties can represent themselves, or they can retain the services of a lawyer or a student at law or an agent. If you are going to retain a lawyer, however, you have to keep in mind that that lawyer will be paid an hourly rate, and given the maximum amount of a claim, the hourly rate charged by the lawyer may quickly eat into whatever money you recover at the end of the trial.
His exact quote was, "I have millions and millions of dollars, and I will get a lawyer and run up thousands and thousands of dollars of legal bills, which you will pay for."
At the end of a trial, a court can award a certain amount for costs and for legal fees. However, there's a cap. A court will only award a maximum of $300 for a successful party for their lawyer.
To make that kind of money and then hand crap over and do a threat to the homeowner and say, if you do not give us a certified check, we're going to take you to court.
This is like extortion. They are trying to get money out of me for work that is incomplete. How can this happen?
If a homeowner finds themselves being sued for failure to pay for services rendered, the homeowner may choose to commence a defendant's claim, whereby they seek money back from the party suing them. A defendant's claim is generally the situation where the defendant says, "No, I don't owe you money. In fact, you owe me money. You've provided services that are inadequate, or you've ruined my house instead of fixing it, and therefore you have to pay me to fix the problem that you caused."
It's hard to tell these days if this was a licensed guy who did this or not. Your license doesn't mean much anymore, because a lot of these guys are getting their license working in new subdivisions, and they only, through their 5-year apprenticeship, they only do one thing for that 5 years.
Here's where he pulled out the wall. What also did he take out?
The plastic, the vapor barrier.
Vapor barrier. We already see the airflow through this piece of bad insulation. What do we see? We see dirt,
Flat,
right?
dirt, yep.
Right away we have airflow. This shows all airflow. Oh, we definitely see mold. I'm a contractor. I come into your house, I see mold. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna solve the problem. Close up the mold, don't say nothing, you look like a yo-yo. Don't put the plastic back. Now you're breaking code.
It looks like maybe there was another reno at another time because I don't think the same guys that did this bathroom did this. And it looks like they tore down the vapor barrier. The same thing is over here. It's not that big of a deal, but it would have been, nice to keep with code.
Just go ahead, clean everything now. Clear the corners, clear the screws. Just make it that nobody can get cut walking by them.
Okay.
Take down the baseboard, the rest of all this, and then clean up, and then we'll pull the tub.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Good. Good stuff.
I was late for work. My wife's 7 months pregnant, so for the first time I went in and saw the doctor with her and got the okay that my child on the way is okay. So yeah, I was a little late this morning. Only 2 hours.
Hey, Damon.
Yeah?
This is how not to start a tub?
Oh my God.
How do you forget to screw a stud in place? Come on. How not to do a bathroom. Simone.
Yes.
We've had a few good things, a few bad things. Haven't even seen the attic yet, but I am about to go do that. The old strapping has a little bit of mold on it. We have mold up in the corner across the 2x4 here.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the man has seen it and let it go. We'll take some liquid soap. We're going to scrub it, put some masks on.
Okay.
We show rot all across the bottom. This is from your toilet. Your toilet seeped, more than likely from the toilet flange, wicked through the floor. This is why it was so rotted from before, and actually got to the bottom plate. It's minor. It really is minor compared to some of the things I see. Minor mold, minor bad things. No vapor barrier where he opened up. Sloppiness on his floor, sloppiness on his finish. What's my point? $10,000?
Yeah.
Then they had the audacity to bother you for 6 months.
Yeah.
Were you called fussy?
No, I was called aggressive.
Aggressive?
Aggressive. I'm too aggressive.
Well, they don't want to deal with me.
No.
You're aggressive, you're a pussycat. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
If a homeowner finds themselves going through the small claims process, it would be advisable for the individual to do their homework and talk to one, if not two, professionals in the industry to get a reasonable sense of how the work was not done properly and perhaps how much money it would take to repair the work and bring it up to an acceptable standard. These witnesses would then be able to assist the judge in making a decision as to whether or not the work originally done by the contractor was done properly or improperly.
I have some ideas.
Okay.
I want to make a few changes.
Okay, like what?
I want to lose this closet. I want to make you a bigger bathroom.
Oh.
I want to change slightly the design of what we have, and I have ideas for your bedroom to help fix with no closet here.
Oh, okay.
You want to hear them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds great.
That end of your bedroom where the couch is.
Okay.
I'd love to do a closet organizer in an open concept, meaning nice, beautiful closet organizer in the end, so you can neatly do your sweaters and nice, and it's visual. You can see it.
Oh, wow, that sounds great.
You're okay with that?
Oh, yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Well, then that closet's going to go with that.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay?
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, it appears that our attic is not vented properly. See what I see?
Yes, I do. What's that?
You know what that is?
That mold?
That's mold.
That's mold, eh?
You know why we see that?
Moisture, first of all.
Why?
I would say no circulation coming through.
That's correct. We are not venting from the soffit. We're
Right.
only venting from the top. Will not create airflow. It's only going to allow heat to rise out.
Right.
And I think we're going to have to help her with that because that is not a good sign. We're going to have to also clean that. And this is why we got things. It was nice to see that they put in a fan, but all they did was exhausted up into the attic.
That's
into
right.
an upper vent, which is going to do nothing but add more moisture. Look at all the moisture buildup.
Mm-hmm. You can see, look at that one
Yeah,
there.
you can see water has been dripping on the rafters. So
Yeah.
that means what's happening is that when the moisture is getting up in there, it's freezing within the attic.
Right.
She's lucky. Everything seems still fairly well, other than the little bits of mold that I see.
Yeah.
And I think for this evening, because we've gone far enough, let's drop this wall, clean up, bring everything back in the bathroom so we can give her a home back.
Vacuum and call it a day.
Yeah, and we'll be back tomorrow. Good morning.
Morning, Mike. How are you?
Pretty damn good. Little difference in size now, eh? Pull out that closet. I like it. let's have some fun today. Let's see what we can do. We're bringing in Frank to fix up some of the electrical, make sure that's all fine. We'll pull up these 3 pieces right here, right? And this will give us an indication what we can do with the plumbing for changes. See, these were nailed years ago. The nails do work. Makes it a little hard to pop it up, but nothing we can't do.
So what are your ideas for the floor?
Well, we're definitely going to resheet it with 3/4 inch. We can go right over the existing. I think we'll carry it right over, and then we'll just use the thin set to level it.
Right.
And then put down our new product subfloor, and then tile it.
Right.
Now, when you're going to screw to a floor joist, it'd be wise to use 3-inch screws. These are about 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 inches. It's just not enough. Especially when we notice that the wood joist here has been a little tampered by water. It's not going to bite anything. I don't want the floor to move or it's just going to break the seal on the tile. I want to make sure this void is completely insulated, which it is not.
Right.
How is that going to keep the cold out, especially by where the duct line is? It's bad enough seeing the old receptacle box as a light box in the first place. Who knows what type of light was up here? Not a big deal. But to go ahead and just run this little wire from one box to another, cut the pancake box instead of doing it properly through a hole with an L16, what's going to happen? That's very, very sharp edge. Not smart. Wires running through it, completely illegal, not accepted. If there was a permit on this one at the time, an inspector came in, he'd laugh at this and actually give the guy hell for doing this the wrong way. He's not going to accept it. He's going to say, fix it. You know, use your head. Hey, Frankie.
Hi there, Mike. How are you?
Great to see you again.
Good to see you.
Easy job this time. Nothing huge. No, just a quick disconnect at this point, and we'll take it from there.
They have aluminum wiring, and they're mixing aluminum wiring with copper wire, which is fine, as long as you're going to end up using the proper barrettes would be the key thing. These barrettes here are definitely the wrong ones. They're for copper only. It was cheaper to produce the aluminum wiring, and they were using it in the 70s. Now, the only thing with the aluminum wire was that aluminum has a lower boiling point than copper. Therefore, the copper will withstand more overloading, if you will, than aluminum. I'm going to eliminate as much aluminum wire as I can, because we're now using copper. Copper's better. As you can read right in here, it says, use number 14, solid copper wire only. This is actually number 12, and as you can see, it's aluminum. And as clear as this is aluminum, it's just as clear on the back of this switch that it says for copper wire only. It's just electrical fire waiting to happen. So let's not make it happen on us, because we're gonna fix it.
What I'm looking at is making it nice and tight to the floor joist. Help stop the tiles from cracking, the grout from cracking. Do it right the first time, you don't have a problem. I want to lose this closet. I want to make you a bigger bathroom.
Oh.
Look at that, bathroom looks bigger already. So you and I will quickly go over some ideas on what we can do with changes here and what it's going to do for plumbing. I can see it being quite easy to relocate the toilet anywhere here. Get ready for the new tub, or the tub to be reinstalled in the spot. Let's get the 2x4s to stud this wall. We could center the tap. Imagine sitting in the tub and not having to lean forward to get to the tap. Just turn it on. Oh yeah, get a little more hot in here.
You're thinking of something new, out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get a little scared there.
I just like it. It's a look. It's different.
It's different.
I've never done that before.
I've never seen it.
It can be up just a little bit in case you're standing or sitting. You know, pick the perfect spot for it to be. Run that line for the tub spout right here. Shower head up through the wall, through the ceiling, glass wall.
It's a good idea.
Let's do it. The duct line here has, obviously when he cut out the other piece, he had pulled it out. So we're gonna try and get it back in again. I can feel heat because it's blowing at it, but it's not right directly in. We'll just have to measure it and then we'll cut right at the floor there, put it back in, tape it up. Now, how many times have I honestly opened up structure and found a broken elbow for duct? Now this is a heavy gauge, okay? This is years ago. We don't even go this heavy anymore. And how many times do I open it up and it's been broke for any reason, installation, somebody's made changes just like this one. Now my whole point about this is how many times do I say, let's tape the duct line. Had this been taped, it probably wouldn't have fallen off. It's not going anywhere. That is solid. That's what I want. Bernie, how you doing today?
Good.
Good to see you. Put in an exhaust fan approximately right here, and he had an insulated line, and he just vented it right to the roof vent, so we know that's not good enough. What I'm gonna do, if you set up your ladder in between the two houses right here, I'll drill a hole. I'll drill it straight up, and then you just get the vent in, and we'll attach to it.
Sure.
Simple as that. Bernie's gonna go up, he's gonna cut the shingles out, we'll cut this hole, slip it in, get the rough in done today, and hook our line up. Now, if you notice, we're using 3-inch screws instead of 1.5 inches. We use 1.5 inches on the existing 1/2 inch to help hold down the existing subsheet, and then 3 inches per floor joist. And what I'm looking at is making it nice and tight to the floor joist, right from our 5/8 to the 1/2 inch to the floor joist. And we'll drop in some 1.5 inches in between just to help keep the subfloor tight. We want that floor to move this way and not this way. Help stop the tiles from cracking, the grout from cracking. Do it right the first time, you don't have a problem. I'm going to apply tar paper on the wall because we do not want concrete to touch wood. Both are porous products and we want to keep it separate. Normally I won't worry about the tar paper because most of the time I will build my wall out from it. But because I need the room in the bathroom, I'm going to be close to it. As soon as I'm going to be close to it, I'm going to put it up. It's not a lot of money, it's real simple.
Now that the guy's got the wall built, I could run all my plumbing inside this wall. Mike has gotten this washroom out completely. He's taken the drywall out, he's taken the floor out, lifted the floor to see where the plumbing is, and now he could do it any way he wants, any way the homeowner wants. You know, this is the right way. Now, if someone walks into this washroom and says, you know, I can only do this washroom for 10 grand and it's going to look exactly the same but with new tiles and a new tub, well, for 10 grand you can do whatever you want with your washroom. You can move stuff, move toilets, move bathtubs. 10 grand, doing it right.
Dan, do you mind doing me a favor? You can do something with this?
No problem. We'll break something.
I walked by it a few times and I'm already, I've got to fix that.
Wow. It's just not tight enough. Gotta fix this too, I guess. There's a leak here. It wasn't even connected at all. We're good, we're done. You test it up?
We can center the tap. Imagine sitting in a tub and not having to lean forward to get to the tap. It can be up just a little bit in case you're standing or sitting. Shower head up through the wall, through the ceiling. Glass wall.
That's a good idea.
What's up, Dan?
Mike, how are you?
All right, he's starting to look like the bathroom.
Yeah?
I don't like it. So I had a thought this weekend. Instead of doing, I don't want to bring it through the ceiling. We don't want anything to do with bringing the pipes up in the cold zone at all.
Okay.
And I don't want to build a bulkhead and bring it down because I don't like that idea. What I want is a window here. That's what I want. Oh. And it'll just be like a rain glass is what it is. So we'll bring the pipes up around it like this.
Okay.
Come out and bring it out. For me, this is starting to look good. Hopefully by the end of the day, we have all the board up, possibly a coat. We'll see if we can get the subfloor down for the tiles. Get this tub in today. It can be fun. I love my job. Daniel, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Great.
Well, what I have in mind here visually is, because we've removed the one closet for the bathroom, which was protruding into, obviously, the bedroom, I want to set up an open closet display at the end. I'd like to see something in the center, almost like a desk in the center. We'll put a mirror up. It doesn't have to be a desk. I'm thinking that we can do maybe clothes hampers underneath the desk, but the idea is that with a mirror, it's almost like a makeup table.
Exactly.
A couple blouse racks, and then a full rack on the end.
Yeah.
And also in the bathroom, now that I've taken down that closet, I wouldn't mind doing some sort of cabinet work on the one side and the other side of the doors. Think you can draw something up?
Definitely.
Excellent. Come up with something, Daniel?
Yeah, I've got something here.
Look at that.
Basically, this is a rough design.
Okay, I think that'll work. I like it. How about the
Excellent.
bathroom? Did you play with that?
And the bathroom, what we're looking at, that's just a simple cupboard. Something like that.
That's it. Excellent.
All right.
You made my day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel.
My pleasure.
Okay. Well, it's going to take Daniel at least a week to get the cabinets ready, but we've got a lot to do. We got to get the plumbing finished here so we can close it in, get the rest of the trim up, start the tiling, and then we'll be ready for the cabinets. Dan is set up with, as you can see, he's continued the vertical piping, and what this does is a pressure release. So if we continue to pipe and you shut that tap off, it bypasses, and what it does is help stops the pipes from knocking. So anytime you ever shut off your tap and you hear knocking in the wall, it's because there's no real pressure release above, and this is the way to do it. I love seeing this. Nice and neat. Little things we do. There's some sound insulation. It's already dead in the bathroom. Keeps the tile warm. Nothing worse than getting into a tub and it's freezing cold. I don't like that at all. See now visually, the idea is to come up with probably what I see is a small column, both sides to approximately, I'd say here even, maybe step it up as high as we can, come across. So we're creating a void and do a glass wall here, and it almost looks like the glass has been melted and runs down.
It'll look really cool.
Okay, so I've set you up with a plate here. What I need you to do is we're going to have an 1.5 inch void in between two studs. I need you to cut a piece of copper, solder all this first, then I'll slip that plate in, and you can continue it up once I'm done. Sometimes you got to use your imagination. For this instance, we are running the plumbing up and around the glass. The idea is to get the shower coming out of the top. You know what? It's going to look pretty damn good. Well, there is many ways of installing tubs. It depends on the style of tub. So we could actually cement it in place. We can use spray foam in place. It depends, again, on the style of tub. This already has a wood bottom. It's already been built up to actually stand alone, so it works for me. You never install a tub with the drywall up or concrete board up. In our case, we use concrete board. Always install your tub. Get everything ready like we are going to build this wall out, and then you'll put in the concrete board. And the idea is that when the concrete board comes down, you'll see it comes down to the lip of the tub, and when we prep for tile, I will fill this zone with thin set, so the tile comes directly down to the tub. Just a smart way of doing it.
Overlap everything.
Overlap it, yeah. So we're good, we're fresh dried, everything's fine with the shower head.
Yeah, we're good, Mike.
You did a great job as usual. Once we've completely finished off everything, I'll get the sink in place and get you back in there to hook it up for me. For me, this is starting to look good. Hopefully by the end of the day, we have all the board up, possibly a coat. We'll see if we can get the subfloor down for the tiles. So we've pre-cut everything this morning just because last night the saw was outside and it was sub-zero, so it froze. So it stopped us from being able to use it. We had to bring it in and let it thaw out overnight, which is not a big deal. We were able to get the watertight membrane up on the walls. This on top of the concrete board, it not only makes it 100% watertight, but 100% mold-free because we're using thin set instead of mastic as an adhesive. Johnny is laying the floor, and I just love the way that's looking. It's just got so much character in it.
Well, if there's one type of trick with marble, the trick is to be very, very careful with it. Marble is one of the softer stone tiles. There's tile setters that would probably argue with me in this endeavor of actually trying to separate the different textures of the tile. But if you just lay them down all random, it might look a little weird. There's a grain to the tile. I wanna respect the tile. These aren't cheap. This is what I was looking for, something with some texture to blend in with my last tile over here.
I'm gonna butter the top here with the white thin set, and then I'll take the back of the marble jam. I'll also hit that, notch both of them, and then sandwich it in and then put in my verticals to help support it. This is perfect, I don't even want to touch it. I have about a 3-degree slope draining in. That means when my glass is in place, the water will run back in precisely what I wanted.
I'm just marking out my center line to make sure that my cuts are going to be even on both sides of the tub area. So you start in the middle and work your way out, and so each cut will be the same on both sides here. And I'm just getting my level lines nice and perfect, making sure that everything's okay before I start. And I'm going to start laying some tiles down. I'm putting this tile here, it's because it's my center line. And what I'm doing is I'm just starting on my center line. And because there's a little dip in the tub here, we're a little high, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shim it with a piece of cardboard, and it'll keep it up until it's dry. So if you noticed, I'm putting the mortar right on the tile first, and that's just because I don't want to spread it all out. I'm working really slow here, my first couple of courses, and I'm just trying to make them perfect. I don't want to spread it on the wall, have it dry out, and me have to scrape it off. So what I'm doing is I'm just buttering the tiles as I go, just making sure my cuts are all okay. So this wall is really finicky. It's going to take me a little more time, but it'll be worth it in the end.
Wow, it's starting to look like a bathroom, let me tell you. As you can tell, this open window concept is really going to work. I can see it from the door when I first walked in this morning, and it just stood out to me. Now that we see that the trim's up and we showed how we turned it into really a window concept through the shower, it's extremely unique. I kind of like it. We're going to grout it, we're going to paint it, we're going to tile the top using speed set. We're going to have the cabinets installed today, and by the end of the day today, which will be about 8 hours from now, Simone gets her bathroom back, and we're on to the next one.
Because of the sanded grout, it's a little less sticky, and it's falling a lot more. So I find it a little easier just to use my hand and my fingers. And also because I have to pull out a lot of the grout along here so Mike can get a silicone bead right around the window. Otherwise, I would be using the float, which I will be doing on this wall here.
We used the high-grade latex acrylic primer on the walls just because it's a bathroom. We want it to seal a little better than just drywall primer. It's acrylic base, so it resists mildew and moisture better than drywall would. Plus we're using a kitchen and bathroom paint which has a pearl finish and a mildicide in it, so it resists mildew and moisture. So it's going to be a tight bathroom. So we're putting a fair bit of paint on, just so it covers well. Now what I'm doing is I'm rolling left, keeping slight pressure on the left side of the roller. So as I'm rolling, it's eliminating the lines behind it. You can see the line right here, and there's a lot of paint building up. We just keep pressure on the left side of the roller and roll that way. And you don't have to back roll. Leaves a great finish.
The float is just a faster way of applying the grout into all your joints at once instead of, basically doing them one at a time. It's basically you're spreading your grout all over the wall and getting it right into every joint possible.
This was a last-minute decision to tile the countertop and buy a new sink because it's just going to work a lot better and match with everything else. We're going to mix the quick set on here. It'll take probably about 5 minutes. Boom, put it down, drop all the tiles in place, let it dry, put the sink in.
Well, when you look at this stuff and you see us always rolling it down on the floor for tiling, you might think that what I'm doing is a little ridiculous. It's obviously overkill. I think the tiles would probably be fine adhering to this, but this does give us that waterproofing quality that we want in any sort of a waterborne area.
We have textured paint with sand in it. This is where the doorway was replaced, which obviously we primed it, is completely smooth. So we've got a sand finish here, a smooth finish here. We wanted to sand as much of the sand off as we could, so the surfaces are comparable.
This is a 2-hour fast set mortar. It's fairly expensive, but like a lot of the time we're in a hurry to reveal this today, so I gotta get this down and tile it, and I'll be able to grout in 2 hours, which is great. So I'm just trying to go around and true up the tile edges where all 4 tiles meet. Trueness means like, or flushness, it feels like they're all the same instead of one poking up.
Oh, we're just on the final stages here. We got everybody working at once. Craig is painting in the bedroom, Dan's finishing off the plumbing, and we got the glass guys installing the window by the tub. We want to make sure that we use a mold-resistant silicone, and that's exactly what they're using.
That is a mounting rail, screwed to the studs with anchors, and the system's basically hanging off of that. This portion anyways. And these pieces are sitting right on the ground.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. We can, nice and solid, you can hang off
We
of
can
that.
hang in there, eh?
Yeah.
I like it.
Sort of have to wait until I clear all this off, but I think I'm gonna like the look of this quite a bit, actually. Hopefully our special lady does too.
Last minute touch-ups. Looks just like the computer images.
Yes. Yeah.
Between the bedroom and this, I'm telling you, Simone's gonna
As long as the customer's happy, and
that is the key.
That's the key.
Dan, as usual, man, this is excellent. I think she's gonna fall over when she sees what we've done here.
Me too.
Very good work. Simple, fabulous. I'm gonna go get her. It's a little funky.
Oh my God. Oh, wow.
We changed a couple things. Come on in.
Yeah, this looks really great. Oh my God.
Got your cabinet.
Oh my God, wow.
So this way you can put in anything you want to put hidden in the bottom. Do up your fancy taste that I know you have within the top.
Oh, that works fabulously. That's great.
I changed your countertop.
Oh, geez. This is nice.
It's all marble. We have same marble on the floor. Actually, I really like it. It's 12 by 12 on the floor, 6 by 6 on the countertop. We gave you a new light on the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
Matches the light that you have, which I really do like.
Oh.
If you're gonna do a bathroom, you do what Simone did. You educate yourself, you take your time, you hire the right contractor. Problem being is, the third one, the contractor, was the wrong one here. Just because they have a big name does not mean they're the most professional out there.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that is fabulous. Jeez. Oh.
Well, just see where I put the towel.
Oh, wow.
I did a little something different here. I like the idea you can sit in the tub and control your water. We ran all the piping up through the walls and brought it up to the top, which is just perfect because when you have this light on, it gives you light within the shower. You like it?
Oh my, I love it. I love it. It is fabulous. I couldn't even imagine this. This is great.
In absolute detail did she set this job up. She picked the right company, supposedly a big bathroom company, scheduled it, stayed on top of it. Months later, everything's wrong. Is it because the company doesn't care? Is it because the company doesn't know? I'm gonna say both. They don't care enough and they don't know enough.
I like the rain shower towel. That is, oh, I love that. That's my favorite part of the bath.
It's a big company that understands all the codes. It's a big company that understands all the procedures. But are they hiring people that don't know enough? Are they doing hundreds of bathrooms and trying to get enough guys to do the work? Possibly. Bottom line is, the bathroom was wrong. Bottom line is, literally, she was ripped off.
This is absolutely beautiful.
You like it?
Thank you so much.
Oh man, you're
Oh
so
my
welcome.
God, thank you so much.
Hugs are always welcome.
This is so fabulous. I could never have imagined it to be like this. This is amazing.
Well, now you know why we're just a little bit late today.
Oh, you were well worth it.
That's when I know I do my job right. When the homeowners happy.
It's fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, because I really, really was like going crazy. I thought I was going crazy because I thought I was asking for something that was impossible, and you showed me that the impossible can happen. Thank you.
Well, you know what? It's not impossible. It's bringing in the right people.
To take the money and spend it again, to take it down and do it again, is wrong. That's a lot of money.
Now that you've lost your closet, let's see what we've done to your bedroom. Now, we made a mess of your bedroom, but we cleaned it up.
Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Well,
Oh my God, and you got the doors on them. Oh my God, it looks fabulous.
we have drawers. Lovely drawers, great sliders, and your hamper.
This is fabulous.
You like it?
I love it. It's, again, more than I could ever dreamed of. This is really, really outstanding. Thank you so much.
You are welcome so much.
Thank you so much
are
again.
welcome
Thank
so
you.
much.
Something has got to be done about this. I'm tired of seeing people losing their money. I'm tired of coming in and have to take it down and do it again. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not gonna stop until things change. That's my job.
It is fabulous. I cannot believe how
so
fabulous.
happy.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Sean.
You're a sweetheart.
Thank you so much. You're so fabulous. Thank you.
You're great. I'm glad we could make it right for you.
Oh, the shower is amazing. I tried the shower.
Did you?
Damon did the shower stall. You know, his
Sean
first
did the
tile
floor.
job on Homes on Homes.
On Homes on Homes, yeah.
Oh,
it wasn't an experience.
Real good job. Johnny,
Thank you.
as usual.
Thank you all so much.
Damon.
I can't tell you thank you enough, because
sweetheart.
I'm telling you it was...
You know what? It's people like you that deserve this sort of thing.
Oh,
It
thank
is.
you. Thank you so much. You restored my faith in contractors.